doom and gloom, is time to boom. Hey everybody, welcome to the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I am your host of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. My name is David Bradley, Senior Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. Doom and gloom, is time to boom is a quote right out of Grant's book, his New York Times bestseller, If You're Not First, You're Last. And today what we're going to talk about, well, we're going to expand on that quote is what we're going to do actually. And I'll tell you the deep topic in just a moment. But the question you want to start thinking with right now is, does COVID, what does it stand for? What does it really mean? I'm going to give you two definitions. The actual one, right, that the scientists say it means. I'm going to give you what Grant and the team over here at Cardone Training Technologies thinks it should mean. So get ready. On the Cardone Solutions Podcast, we like to do a couple different things, but we like to take the content that Grant is putting out into the internet. I'd say 85, maybe 90% of what we do here, 100% free. So I want to take that free content that's already out there. I want to bring it in. I want to pull some and make sure I'm extrapolating all the data from it, giving you measurable actions from it that you can take. Plus, I'll throw in a little bit of my own spin on it as well, and then give it back to you so you can plug it into your sales and your business and your life so that you're using it. That you're using it to grow, that you're using it to get better. And right now we are in a time of just, I don't even want to use the word, unprecedented economic changes, right? So you got to make sure that you take everything that you can get and that you can use it. Not get used by the media, but you can use the media. We are putting out media content right now that you can use. And speaking of which, who sponsors the Cardone Solutions Podcast? Well, the number one sponsor right now, Cardone University. This is the number one sales and business training platform on planet Earth. 15 to 30% new business in the first 90 days. There are two versions of Cardone University. One for you, the single user. If you have a company or you are suddenly in transition and you need to brush up and get better at selling, this is the place to go. If you are a company, if you are a business owner and you have a sales team, this is the solution. Think about this for a second. Business owner and or single individual. Where do you need to get better right now? Prospecting, follow-up, closing, selling, just keeping your head on right. Cardone University has over 1,500 segments in our team platform of content that you can use every single day to make sure you're getting better in any of those areas. If you'd like some free access to it, I would like you to go to the following website, cardonesolutions.com/10x your team. When you land on there, you will find 4 videos with Grant talking about what sales training is, why it's important, and how to 10x your business. This is a business of one. Remember, if you're an individual, you can leverage this. If you're a business owner or you have a sales team, you can leverage this. And I will show you our formula for increasing sales volume and profitability 15 to 30% in the next 90 days, even now. Okay, so again, the website, cardonesolutions.com/10x your team. Let's get into today's topic, which is really this. What does COVID really stand for? Now, if you're a scientist, then COVID stands for this: coronavirus disease of 2019. Pretty simple, right? Coronavirus, so CO, that's the corona part. VI, that's the virus part. D is disease. And then 19, that's for 2019, which is when this whole thing got started. That's all it stands for, except for this. If I were to step outside of the Cardone realm for just a moment, my good buddy, my good friend, dear friend, Wayne Dyer, has an amazing quote that I try and plug into my life all the time, which is, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So the first thing when we start talking about the real meaning of COVID is when you see those words right now. What do you see? How does it make you feel? When you think about the coronavirus and everything that is happening as a result, how do you feel? How do you see it? What do you see? Okay? So if you could change the way you look at things, then the things you look at change. So what we're going to do today is we're going to actually literally just sort of flip the script on COVID. So Grant has a new definition. The definition is this. What does COVID-19 or COVID stand for? Forget the 19. What does COVID stand for? Create, opportunity, visualize it, do. Create, opportunity, visualize it, do. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. Okay, in Grant's book, Sell or Be Sold, he teaches us that problems are opportunities. And right now, we are working through a big fat problem. So the good news is if it's a big fat problem, then it also means that it is a big fat opportunity. And this also means that you and I have this opportunity together. So, as I mentioned earlier, we can be used by the media or we can use the media. We can use COVID-19 or COVID-19 can use us. As with everything. Grant has been saying things like this for years. Okay? And now, if you haven't already, now is the time to implement on it. So let's go through a little exercise together, okay? Number 1. Grab a pen and some paper and work through this with me. Okay, number 1, what problems has the coronavirus, what problems have COVID created for you? Step number 2, how can you shift? How can you literally shift your think to where you can start seeing these new problems as opportunities? How can you turn these problems into positive energy and opportunity? So again, how can you shift your think to see these problems as opportunities? And how can you turn these problems into positive energy and opportunity? Third thing, the word create, it's a verb. It is something that you do. Okay? It means bring something into existence. So what opportunities can you create out of what exists now? What opportunities can you create out of what exists now? Number 4, cuatro, visualize. Visualize it, okay? Remember, the number one reason a person buys anything is to what? Solve a problem, correct, okay? What problems, opportunities, can you see yourself solving right now? Who can you help? How can you do it? So you want to look for and then see yourself doing it. And then use that to create a plan and a strategy. Then number 5, do. Do it. Okay? Do we need to drop the Yoda quote right now? Do or do not. There is no try. Okay? Do it. Okay? You've identified a problem. You've converted it to an opportunity. You have a solution and you have a plan. Now go. Execute. Do. Act. So now, change the way you look at things and the things you look at change. What does COVID stand for? Create, opportunity, visualize it, do. Got it? Perfect. Now, keep in mind, side note, don't forget, the 10X rule is still in play here. That didn't stop, okay? Thinking must be big, actions must be big, and you must go fast, okay? In fact, right now, more than ever, okay? The economy is going to reward those who do things fast, those who do things quickly. That was true before, and now it's like really true, okay? You need to work with more urgency and speed, starting now. Okay, remember, Grant's been saying this for years too. Speed is power. Okay, and since we're jogging memories here, remember this one. Have goals so big, your problems pale in comparison. So imagine setting goals for yourself and your business that are so massive. You literally don't have time to think about anything negative, any gossip, any news and speculation that you're just on target. You don't have any time for any of that. And you know already you don't need it sapping your energy. Besides, you're going too fast anyway. Okay? So you have a target now, right? Where is your business right now? Whether that's a company listening to this, small business, entrepreneur, solopreneur, salesperson. Where's your business at right now? Your business. Remember, the word economy originates back from the Greek root ekos, and that means home. Okay? So where's your business at right now? Where is your economy at right now? And where do you want it to be? More importantly, where do you want it to be right now? And are you there? Okay? Where do you want it to be next year? What about in the next 5? We talked about this in a recent podcast episode about projections and targets and hitting goals. Okay? So right now, Grant has a program that he literally put together to help you, whether, again, single person or a company. Okay? He has a program specifically designed to help you move through this over the next 8 weeks. And it's starting now. Okay? And we're actually about to close people that can come in. But for those who actually are able to enroll before this wraps up, you are going to get 8 weeks of live calls and a powerful networking community that you can partner with to help you get through and not just survive, but like crush it in this new economy that we're in. Okay? And even if you're under some kind of stay-at-home order, you do not need to go through the next 8 weeks or year or month or any of that alone. So all of us over here at the 10X team, we want to be here for you. And we want to walk you through everything that's relevant to today. The relevancy. Not the gossip, not the speculation, not the BS, not the stuff that's not going to help you at all. Okay? You're also going to wind up getting exposed to and set up with some of the best coaches in Grant's personal network. They're going to help guide you through and along the way over the next 8 weeks. Every single week, you're going to get mentored by the 10X team. Business powerhouses who want nothing more than to help and to see you succeed. Because that's their mission. Is to help others, isn't it yours? So every single week, we're going to cover things like how to get SBA loans. We're going to talk about efficient working from home remotely. And I've been doing that since 2013. So if you need to talk that one out, you can reach out to me direct. Okay. How to increase income. How to start over. A lot of us are going to have to do that. Grant talked about that on the webinar if you were on it. So every week, live call. But we are about to close this group. We want it to be exclusive. It's important. So if you're in, then you need to, as Grant said earlier, we talked about this moments ago, you got to act fast. Speed is power, okay? So call me directly if you need to get in this thing. When you're ready. When you've decided it's the right thing to do. I know you already have, so call me. 310-777-0352. And what we're going to do is I'm going to set you up personally. I'm going to help keep you accountable for being on the calls, right? And make sure you're getting something out of it and that you're using Cardone University because that's included. So here's what comes with. Let me just break it down, okay? 8 weeks of coaching with Grant and the 10X team. Monthly live Q&A with Grant, okay? Exclusive members-only networking community. Weekly targets, assignments, and accountability. I'm going to help with that. Exclusive access to Grant's celebrity coaches. 8 weeks access to Cardone U for free. That's included. 8 weeks of Cardone U for free. You can't get that anywhere. Okay? And then we're going to do some personality assessments and evaluations. But because you're acting fast and you're doing it right now and you're literally on hold waiting to talk to me while you're listening to this because you called, because you acted fast, okay? When you call me and you say, hey, I listened to your podcast and I want to get going on the mentor program, or I saw your video on YouTube and I want to get going on the mentor program, We're going to extend that 8 weeks of Cardone University to 52 weeks, 1 year. And I'm going to throw in a ticket to the 10X Mastermind Live in Miami, which is where we're going to bring all of these folks can come down to Miami for a day and experience life at 10X headquarters and soak in all of that power, okay? How much does this thing cost? I know you're already wondering. But the fact that you're on hold and you don't even know, good for you, okay? But here's the price. $997 once, or you can do 3 payments of $400, whatever is easier for you. Now, if you've been on our mentor programs before and you haven't joined this one, I have a special price for you. And I'll tell you about that when you call. So here's the question. You in or out? Okay. Either way, make sure you act fast. And if that money literally is just not real for you, that doesn't mean we can't help, and it doesn't mean we don't want to. And it doesn't mean you're all alone. I have tons of free resources for you. I'm going to break down 4 right now. Cardone University for 30 days is free. How do you access that? Go to cardonesolutions.com/CardoneU free. That's cardonesolutions.com/Cardone, the letter U, the word free. Okay, take advantage of that if nothing else. 2, get the replay for Grant's recession response training. That's right now it's free, but we will be charging for it soon because the value that was delivered in that is ridiculous. Okay. 4th thing, if you're not signed up for Grant Strategy of the Week, allow me to do that for you. Shoot an email out to David@Grant Cardone with your contact information from the email address you want me to subscribe you to, and just say, hey man, put me in the strategy, and I'll take care of that. Okay. And then also make sure you're tuning into the Cardone Zone. Grant's got every Friday, and obviously it's going to be poignant and topical. Okay, so that's 4 things. Now remember, now more than ever, what does COVID stand for? You're saying it out loud, right? Create opportunity, visualize it, do. Okay? This has been another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. Thank you so much for listening. And hey, if this is helping you, if you're finding value in it, if it's entertaining, right? If I'm cracking you up a little bit, but I'm also helping you, please make sure that number 1, you've subscribed, and number 2, that you're sharing this with somebody else that could benefit from it, because if you're getting something out of it, guarantee you somebody else will too. So make sure you're sharing it out there as well. Thanks again, and remember the words of Grant Cardone, be great, because nothing else pays.